It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. It is better to be alone than in bad company. If freedom of speech is tense silent, we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. Like sheep to the slaughter. My mother was the most all I owe to my mother. I attribute my success in life to the moral, intellectual and physical education I received from her. But lest some unluck favorable to my reputation, I beg it may be remembered by every gentleman in the room that I this day declare with the utmost sincerity, I do not think myself equal to the command I am honored with. A primary object for youth in the science of government. In a republic, what species of knowledge can be equally important? And what duty more pressing than communicating it to those who are to be the future guardians of the liberties of the country? Be courteous to all, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. True friendship is a plant of slow growth, and must undergo and withstand the shocks of adversity before it is entitled to appellation. A free people ought not but disciplined, to which end a uniform and well-digested plan is requisite, and their safety and interest require that they should promote such manufactories as tends to render them independent of others for essential, particularly military, supplies. In politics as in philosophy are few and simple, the leading one of which, and indeed that which embraces most others, is to be honest and just ourselves and to exact it from others, meddling as little as possible in their affairs where our own are not involved. If this maxim was generally adopted, wars would cease and our swords would soon be converted into reap hooks and our harvests be more peaceful, abundant, and happy. However, political and then answer popular ends, they are likely in the course of time and things, to become potent engines, by which cunning, ambitious, and unprincipled men will be enabled to subvert the power of the people and to usurp for themselves the reins of government, destroying afterwards the very engines which have lifted them to unjust dominion. 99% of people who make excuses. I hope I shall possess to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. There is nothing which can benefit than the promotion of science and literature. Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness. Guard against the imposture tended patriotism. Labor to keep alive an arc of celestial fire called conscience. Perseverance and spiritual ages. Wonders in all ages. Associate yourself with, if you esteem your own reputation, for 'tis better to be alone than in bad company. Let us therefore animate, and show the whole world that a freeman, contending for liberty on his own ground, is superior to any slavish mercenary on earth. Few men have virtue to stand the highest bidder. A sensible woman can be happy with a fool. Experience teaches us to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. Happiness depends more of a person's own mind, than on the externals in the world. Worry is the interest trouble those who borrow trouble. As mankind they will be more apt to allow that all those who conduct themselves as worthy members of the community are equally entitled to the protections of civil government. I hope ever to see America among the foremost nations of justice and liberality. I conceive a knowledge of on which other knowledge is to be built. Where are our men of ability? They not come forth to save their country. Be courteous to all, and let those be well tried before you give them your confidence. Citizens by birth or country, that country has a right to concentrate your affections. The name of American, which belongs to you, in your national capacity, must always exalt the just pride of patriotism, more than any appellation derived from local discriminations.